As I'm sure you figured already, Paralabis that's like hours ago, went on and finally re-revealed Crimson Desert. They god-tier MMO or action RPG we had eyes on first about 2 years ago, then following an even bigger reveal last year. So if you've been waiting on this thing like us, we got a rather lengthy new look at in-game options, somehow looking like the new Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom if you ask me. On top of that, a release window of late 2023 for PCs and consoles as well. Check it out.
Days ago, you were born into a world that appears irrevocably fragmented and doomed to repeat itself in an endless cycle of death.
Announced around the same time last year. Number 2, we have something over here called A-Code, a sole developer's first project, which we thought to be some sort of a joke in the beginning, but apparently not. I mean, A-Code's been in the making for over 2 years now. What we do know is that it is in active development and will be a PC exclusive upon release. This is actually the first time we're mentioning it over here because we got an update and a new trailer, which in case you missed it, well, here's your chance.
wilds await, and so too Nightingale. Awaken your first portal and tread on towards that which is boundless, beyond the measurable.
Nightingale's been, since last year's Game Awards, one of the most anticipated games on the horizon. I mean, we all thought it's gonna be coming in 2023, holidays, but the word just came out, the game's releasing on PCs exclusively on February 22nd, 2024. Now the good news is that it is coming in early access phase first, so there's a chance we get console versions as well. If you missed out on the game before, Nightingale is a fantasy open world survival third and first person crafting at its finest.
regardless of which portal variety you favor. Realm cards will be necessary.
كم مضى منذ رحيلك عن بغداد؟
أعوام لا أذكر مقدارها.
A couple hours ago, we got an update on Assassin's Creed Mirage. Apparently the new game is coming to PCs and both generation of consoles as well, October 5 this year. Now, here's some good news maybe to my Middle Eastern fellas over here. Mirage will actually have a fully Arabic voiceover, and it's quite history accurate based off of Baghdad's atmosphere and all the way back 9th to 10th century. Anyway, we didn't just got words, we have a new trailer for it and some more in-game footage. Take a look.
كنا نتسلل إلى بيت الحكمة في صغرنا أنا وصديقتي نهال.
السلام عليكم.
ذكريات جميلة صارت كريهة الآن. قلبي يتألم لما حدث لهم. وها أنا ذا مستتر يتهيأ لإعادة النور إلى أحلك أركان المدينة. إني أبعد نصلي عن الأبرياء وليس عن تنظيم القدماء.
Number 5, we have from a very good developer, in fact, the sole team who made Star Renegade, one of the maybe the dopest looking pixel art turn-based RPG from last year. We got over here through Gamescom, another really good looking about action RPG open world, almost Souls-like, going by the name Pharah, the Sundered Tribes. This game is a lot like Phoenix Rising, I like to think, and like Monster Hunter and the both had a baby, with some interdimensional monsters that you probably saw in Rick and Morty. Anyway, the game is coming to PCs only next year. For over 3 years already, this thing has been off and on, resurfaced to kind of no avail, but Once Human now has a release window of late, technically, the final quarter of 2023, and it's gonna be a PC to mobile exclusive. Once Human, in case you missed it, is the open world sandbox survival set in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by an alien substance called Stardust or something, that just makes people into what you'll see in a second, cause to accompany the news, we got a trailer as well. Take a look.
astral realm is Lilith's home. One way back is to restore the forbidden primal.
You see guys, at Gamescom's opening night live, Cygames, I honestly forgot how long it's been since this game was announced, maybe 6 years. We got a release date of February 1st, 2024 for Granblue Fantasy Relink. An action RPG Granblue game these developers were making what felt like eternity. The game is quite a bit in the same style of Final Fantasy 16. It's an open world JRPG PlayStation exclusive with PC support, like technically all other PlayStation exclusives as of this year. Check it out. To accompany the good news, we got this.
Blocking me! I can't get through!
Oh, primeval god, I beg your forgiveness. But fate set in motion can't be stopped. Deliver us from grief and sacrifice. Fulfill my salvation.
The Hobbit! We've been through a lot together. Visited new islands, met new people. But you've always been there to protect me. I just wanted to say thank you.
Adelpha as a vast and beautiful ecosystem.
THQ Nordic just came out with another new trailer on Outcast 2, A New Beginning. Well, they technically retitled the game to just plain old Outcast, A New Beginning, and said it'll be coming to PCs in the next generation of consoles only next year. If you are new to Outcast, guys, this is a series of real-time strategy, technically an original game that started life 25 years ago. It will now be a single-player only kind of game that's gonna take around 30 to 40 hours to beat, and this is how it'll eventually look.
A true hero starts his journey any place he chooses, and eventually makes a difference everywhere he goes. By influencing the balance, supporting the resistance, and defying the invaders with just the right strategy. In return, our planet would grant him the powers of the Yards. But you can't become a citizen of Adelpha and change our world without it changing you as well.
Snow with coldness and demise. But to me, it's the only untainted light.
Wuthering Waves has actually been amongst the most anticipated PC to mobile cross-platform support action RPGs of the year. Ever since the beginning of last year, it has been teased around 10 times with gameplay and story trailers. Now, if you have been waiting on an update like us over here, just got a release window of late 2023 for PCs and mobiles as well. Mobiles initially, then into PCs. We got a trailer for it just now from GeForce Official. Check it out in case you missed it. We're still waiting on a precise release date.
Blizzard breaks out in an instant. It all ends here.
A couple hours ago, developers XSX Interactive went on and released a new game called, they revealed a new game called Dragonhold. A PvP versus environment medieval fantasy dragon-back multiplayer. I'm just reading its description on Steam over here, with the aim to combine the game For Honor with Panzer Dragoons into a new experience. Technically it's just like Century Age of Ashes, but the difference is there was a heavier emphasis on PvE and player versus environment, and the world is apparently way bigger. Check it out.
more time on Hyperlight Breaker before we launch into early access. This means we'll be pushing our date to early next year in 2024.
Previously announced to be coming over to Steam through a demo in just a month, Hot Machine just came out with a new trailer and the news that Hyperlight Breaker releases in 2024 as opposed to this year. Not just that, the follow-up to Hyperlight Drift over here is only coming in early access next year. If you didn't know, the new game shifts gameplay from 2-dimensional to 3D while adding up to 3 players for co-op play. Check it out.
We have a lot of wild ideas we want to put into the game, which is exciting and thrilling since the format and tech we've created allows so much possibility. This short push will give us the best chance for a stronger first step into open development in early access next year. Thank you so much for your understanding, for your patience, and for being part of our incredible community. As expected.
My magnificent ultimate time machine is ready. Let's travel back in time and solve Grandma's mystery.
Available through a demo on Steam, also a PC exclusive. Number 12, we have Gate Zero. Gate Zero is a story-rich adventure that takes you back in time to ancient Israel, where what you gotta do is to uncover this old secret. And with the whole package, you get to explore some history-accurate world as you engage with events from the 1st century. You gotta gather resources to help the locals use stealth to avoid danger, and you can play solo or add friends, even on mobile. Check it out, game's releasing later this year.
The gate open for just 1 second.
Let's catch some lambs.
What was that? People of Jerusalem, what do you want me to do with this man you say is king of the Jews?
Number 13, we have Post-Frost. Post-Frost over here is specifically made to feel like a Division game, whereas it's a third-person survival shooter at its core, but with the addition of a single-player campaign to boot, and a companion dog, which is something we're seeing more and more lately. Now, the other difference is you not only encounter other groups that are trying to survive that will kill you on sight, you just have to deal with freak nature monsters too. Take a look.
My daughter's real sick. She needs medicine. With the world falling apart like it is, I don't have much hope.
Coming up behind that, we've got over here a top-down survival post-apocalyptic action and stealth game, kind of in the same vein as State of Decay, with colony management mechanics from a new developer in town called As One We Survive. The story over here is you're the father of a little girl who happens to be sick during a kind of a grid-down post-pandemic event. Anyway, the game is coming to PCs only, either late 2023 or early next year.
I'll do whatever it takes to help your daughter.
Welcome to the City of Dreams.
Moving on, we have Streets of Rogue 2, an action RPG sandbox set in a vast, randomly generated open world where freedom and fun are what the game has to offer more than anything. I mean, it's kind of like what happened if you mix Hotline Miami with Stardew Valley, and then like a million possibilities to have fun with. It's a pixel design game, so I'm guessing it's not for all of you here, but in any case, the game is coming to PCs only early to mid next year.
Well, sometimes you just have to go rogue. But remember, there can only be one president. Welcome to the streets, where anything is possible. Streets of Rogue 2 is an immersive open-world sandbox dialed up to 11. Be who you want. Write your own story. And you can do all of it.
And last but not least, we have Hunters Uprising, a pretty hardcore tactical PvP versus environment first-person shooter set in an open world. I mean, technically it's a tad inspired by Stalker games, but the story here is a little scary. We must track and kill dangerous alpha demonic monsters around the world that seem to be infested with some kind of omen. I mean, you get missions every time and you gotta go there. You gotta survive, craft, and eventually finish and go to another mission. Check it out, the game is coming to PCs only later this year, we hear.